All right, guys. Welcome to this Monday Fundamental Bias Weekly Overview, aka COT, for the week of December 20th. So, hope everyone had a great weekend and uh, good start of their trading week. So, as you all know, every Monday, what we do is we look at our fundamental bias here for the week and look at the actual pairs based on the commercial contracts, and that will give us exactly the pairs to look at overall for the week. And on top of that, we're gonna have the big movers here that we're gonna look at the same time. So as always, we're gonna start in a couple of minutes. In 2 to 3 minutes. Usually at 9:05, we're gonna start. So I'm just gonna wait for everyone to come on and make sure that everyone can hear me. So I'm just gonna wait for that. Perfect. And as always, if you have any questions, guys, make sure to put it in the comment section below if you're on YouTube or in the Facebook group for EFX or on the Trade Talks in Discord if you're our VIP member. And we're going to be glad to answer your questions if you have anything here. And if you didn't join EFX yet, make sure to get on ASAP so you have access to all of the tools, some manual tools, and some automation tools that we offer. So make sure to get on ASAP. So we'll start in about 2 3 minutes, here, guys. And at the end, same time, I'm just gonna see if everything is set up on my end. Good, my Evernote is working. One of my, not my wish, but what I'm gonna do specifically is upgrade my actual computer. Sometimes personally, I do not trade on my computer, so it's irrelevant. It's only for you guys. Make sure that the stream is working properly and there's no bugs. We want to make sure that everything is smooth with sharing you the information. So it's going to be one of my purchases here in the upcoming weeks, months. Perfect. So welcome. All right. All right, guys. So it's on 5. Okay, perfect. So welcome guys to this weekly fundamental bias overview. So my name is Andre Dervo, aka DreDayFX. As we do every Monday, at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We look at the fundamental bias here based on commitment of traders. So what is committed traders is really what the traders are committed to trade on overall for the week. And to do so, we have to look at the future contracts, commercial contracts specifically, to give us an actual bias for the week. But at EFX, what we do is we look at the actual pairs and not the actual bias, if it's going long or short. Because if you know the bias or the actual pairs that will be trading for the week, right there, you're going to be ahead of the game and ahead of everyone, especially retail traders, because uh, fundamentals are, if you are an expert or an advanced trader, you need to do your fundamentals before getting with your technical. Okay. So that's why every Monday or usually over the weekend, if you are a VIP member, you have access to the list of trade of future, not futures, but the forex pairs to trade on. And then on Monday, I send it to you live on Facebook, YouTube, or any other platforms that are associated with EFX, and we review them and give you exactly a rundown on that. Plus, the big movers are the actual future currencies. So not the forex pair. Or forex pair is compare currency to another. That give you a forex pair. But if you're looking to for getting futures, futures is only a specific currency like USD, CAD, GBP, but only that currency. Okay, so that is the futures. So on top of that, what we do is we give you the actual movers, the big movers uh, uh, regarding the contracts, the commercial contracts with the future currencies. Perfect. So let me start sharing my screen. Hope everyone had a great weekend specifically. It's gonna be a good week for everyone for sure, because it's gonna be Christmas. So hopefully you're gonna get the gift that you wanted, or if you don't celebrate Christmas, it's a good holiday to enjoy with your family or just relax. Okay, so now what we have here on Saturday, I send out already our the pairs here to look at for the week. Okay, so we had AUD USD, AUD NZD, Euro US AUD, Euro CHF, Euro CAD, Euro JPY, GBP JPY, GBP AUD, GBP CAD, GBP CHF. You have NZD CAD, NZD CHF, USD CAD, USD CHF, and USD JPY. Okay. And regarding of the big movers, okay, when I say big movers, guys, it's really the actual currency, not the actual pair, like I explained you at the beginning. So we have US, the euro, the British pound, the yen, the CAD, the New Zealand dollar, and the Swiss. And what if you look at the previous if you look at the previous overviews that we did for the couple of weeks, for the last few weeks, a few months, it's the first time, I think pretty sure for the year, that the big movers are in congruency with our commitment of traders, meaning that all of the currencies that we have on the big movers are all associated with all of the forex pair on COT. Okay, except of the Australian dollar. Okay, so anything that is, if you remove those two, AUD and ZD and EUD USD and Euro AUD, GBAD, and yeah, so those four, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the rest of the pairs has currencies that is considered as big movers. Okay, so I would highly recommend, guys, to for this week, specifically if it's a holiday week. It's going to be a short trading week overall because you have to remember that the banks will be closed. Some banks will be closed on Friday, and even on, I would say, the end of Thursday and Friday, the banks will be closed. So basically, you have like maybe 3 days and almost 3 days and a half, or roughly 4 days to trade this week, I would say. Okay. But between that time, I would highly recommend you guys to look at Euro AUD, Euro CHF, Euro CAD, Euro JPY, GP JPY, GP CAD, GP CHF, NZD CAD, NZD CHF, USD CAD, USD CHF, and USD JPY. Okay, so anything that all of the pairs except the one that has the odds AUD, okay, on it, I would highly recommend you guys to look at them, okay, and see exactly if we have any signals with Enigma or any other type of congruency that you usually trade on. Okay, why? Because of the big movers. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the raw data and tell you why I say to look at those 6, 7 pairs, 6 currencies. I'm just gonna see here. Okay, perfect. Great. So to be able to be able to be on the big mover list, you need to have at least a difference of 3,000 or more in future in the commercial contracts from one week to another. Okay, so to get the COT for this week, for December 20th, you have to look at the last 2 weeks of data to give you the COT for this week. So that means that you have to look at the week of December 6th and December 13th to give you the data for the 20th. Okay, so if you look at the DEX US dollar, on the 6th it was a minus 40,206, and then it went to minus 36,615. Okay, so that was roughly 3,000 and almost 4,000 in contract difference. Okay, that's why it's on the list. Same thing here for the euro. It went from minus 20,000 to minus 16,000. So that's almost 4,000, right? Here, the British pound from 54,624 to 70,440. So that's a big swing. Okay, so British pound this week, highly recommend to look at that. So that'll be those. So you have GP JPY, GP CAD, GP CHF, even the GP odd, and was there Euro GBP? No. Okay, so those four. Okay, those four. So anything trading against the British pound will be moving a lot for this week. Okay, highly volatile. So that's what we have. That we need. We need to have big movements in the market to get some profit. Same thing for the yen. yen, it went for 80,497 to 71,060. So anything that has the yen in it. So yeah, euro, JPY, GP JPY, right? USD JPY. So anything that has JPY, big mover. So highly recommend to look at them. Then the Australian dollar, it didn't move that much. That's why I didn't put it as a big mover, because it was only almost like 450 uh, contracts of difference from one week to another. So I disregard that. Now you have Canadian dollar. This is a big swing. So it went from positive 6,137 to minus 2,059. Okay, so that's a swing of almost like 8,000 in contracts. Okay, so anything that has Canadian dollar, so you had EuroCAD, GBP I already spoke with the GBP pairs. So GBP CAD, NZT CAD, and US CAD. Oops, US CAD here. Oh, here you go. US CAD, still considered as a big mover. It's in the list here. Now you had NZD, even NZD went from minus 8,875 to positive 8,000. So that's another one. So that move from one week to another from 16,000 in contracts. Okay. So anything that has NZD, so you have odd NZD, and you look at the odd. When we look at the commercial contracts here, the odd was not moving that much. It was still moving in a direction, but it was not that much. But the NZD was strong against the odd. Okay, so I would say that AUD NZD is still a big mover. Okay, why? Because the NZD will be strong against the Australian dollar. Okay, so look for a setup for that, and the rest, anything that has NZD. So yeah, NZD CAD, NZD CHF, right? And you have odd NZD. So you have to look at those three pairs, and then you have the Swiss. So the Swiss went from 20,346 to 14,808. So that was a difference of 6,000. Okay, more or less 6,000. So for the Swiss, still a big mover. That's why it's in here. So Swiss, you have Euro Swiss, yeah, GP Swiss. We already talked about GBP. So NZD Swiss and US Swiss. Okay. And you have the rand, but the rand was neutral for this week, so that's why it's not on the list, because it's neutral against the US. So it's not on the list at all. Okay, and it's not in the big movers neither. Okay, so this is the list here for overall for the week, guys, and make sure that you look at those pairs for the week, and basically make sure to set up your traders view the right way. So you add, what I do here is I add the all of the currency pairs here on my watch list. Okay, and then I put an alert on Enigma on each of the pairs, so that way I have a notification on my phone or any other media device that I use. So that way, when I receive an alert, I just look at the pairs that the alert was received from, and then I make my decision to take the trade. Okay. So yeah, so that's it, guys. So I'll just stop sharing my screen. Perfect. Great. So so that's really the list here for this week, guys. And like I said last week, uh There will not be a Friday review. Why? Because it's Christmas Eve, and I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to hear about trading on on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. So we're gonna reconvene here next Monday, same time at 9 p.m. Okay, more or less, depending exactly on what's going on in the world. But we're gonna do look at the we're gonna do the review for this week, and then we're gonna do an overview for next week, for the 27th. Okay, and same thing for next week, since it's gonna be Christmas, New Year's Eve, and New Year's. There will not be a Friday session. So it's going to be back on in January. First week of January will be the regular schedule. So Monday and Friday at 9 p.m. And yeah, and that'll be that's what we're going to do here. So if you have any questions, guys, leave them in the comment. I'm just going to stay here a couple of minutes, maybe until maybe 3 or 4 minutes. If you have any questions, if not, we're gonna close this session. And I hope you guys have a great week ahead here, and hope you guys like the value we're giving you guys every week on my session specifically, or any other session with the educators and the members in EFX. And like I said, guys, if you're not in EXX yet, make sure to get in as soon as possible, because we have a lot of value coming on. Automation, some manual trading, some education. So it's you have all in one spot. So make sure to get on that. Let's see. All right. So don't seems to have any questions here. So we're gonna close this session right now, guys. So thank you to hear me and see how the COT works, and we're gonna go back here on Monday, 9 p.m. So on that note, I wish you guys a wonderful week and a happy Christmas, and with your friends and family. And we're gonna reconvene here on Monday, and make sure to be safe and do not drink a lot. But yeah, we're gonna go back here on Monday. Peace.